Hello, everyone. Happy Monday. I am It's Kim, and if you have never seen me before, hi, I'm It's Kim, and this is It's Kim Live, where I talk about pop culture stuff that I care about. I love Britney Spears, so she comes up quite often, but we talk about lots of things on this show, including today. We're going to go over the recap and the highlights of the Oscars, and I am so excited to be here today. Here's the way the show normally works. First, we talk about the main topics, which today we're talking about the Oscars. Then we are talking about, surprisingly, and nobody freak out, because I know I'm not the Royal News Channel, but Britney Spears versus Prince Harry is coming. Oh yeah. Then we have a little rant from myself regarding Mr. Elon Musk. So we're gonna have some fun today. After that, we'll have our halftime, which is where I communicate with my lovely, lovely, lovely community of space angels, whom are here in my chat and are lovely and are wonderful. And then we have our fun section towards the end of the show called What the What, where we look at something from around the internet that is wild, crazy, funny. And it looks like it's going to be a continuation of what we did on Wednesday with producer sister. Am I correct on this?
We have a story that happens in the same universe with Crazy Aunt.
I'm terrified, but excited at the same time. Um, we're going to have a great show today. Lots of fun. I'm going to encourage you, if you have not subscribed, please consider doing so. I would love to have you join this beautiful community. Yeah, we have a lot of fun, and I think you will enjoy it. As well, please remember to like this stream. Helps out a lot with the algorithm. And I know this week is going to be a bit of a crazy week. We're on March break week right now. So there's going to be people that are here and then not here and all this type of stuff. So let's just have fun, those of us who are here together, and enjoy ourselves. So I am excited. We're going to have fun. We're going to have fun. Let me pull up my document here. There it is. Here we go. It is the good, the bad, and the WTF of the Oscars, because I honestly felt like that summed it up. And I'm wondering if maybe this is something we should do as like a thing every like big award show or something. We just kind of have, okay, what was good, what was bad, what was, I can't even explain it, and go from there, because a lot of people don't like to sit and watch all of the award shows because they're long and usually boring. So it'll be fun. It'll be fun. So here we go. So we got, yeah, the good, bad, the WTF. This stream will include speculation and opinion, and should not be taken as fact. Always do your own research, and you are welcome to check out the sources that are in my description. I have a doc that contains all of the sources, so you're welcome to take a look at that for yourself as well. Hi, YouTube human reviewer. Nothing explicit is going to be shown in this program, and I know with one of the names in my title, Mr. John Cena. For a while we were all like, can anyone see him? Because he's like, you can't see me. Oh, we saw him. We saw a lot of him last night, but nothing explicit is going to be shown. And viewers, please do not send hate to anyone. I know you guys tend to not do that. You guys are amazing. So I don't get overly concerned about that with you guys. But yeah, let's just be nice to each other. Nothing for hate in real life. All that good stuff. Okay, also, I just saw what came through. I want to say thank you so much to General Scott, who just sent me a PayPal. It's incredibly kind of you. Thank you so much. That will go into the fund that helps with all the subscription costs and equipment things of this channel. I so appreciate that. And yeah, here we go. This will be fun. Okay, so let's recap here. 2024 Oscars, all the winners, all the best moments. We're going to use People magazine as kind of our vehicle to get through this, because they had a very good recap. So thank you very much to Lisa Kimball, who put all of this together. So let's start here. The Academy Awards always put a headline making cap on awards season, and the 2024 Oscars were no exception. The Oscars were held at the Los Angeles Dolby Theater on Sunday, and some of Hollywood's biggest names walked the red carpet. We saw nominees from this season's juggernauts, Oppenheimer and Poor Things, as well as honored actors including Bradley Cooper, Danielle Brooks, Ryan Gosling, and Lily Gladstone. Jimmy Kimmel took on hosting duties once again, and the show included musical performances from Billie Eilish and more. So that's kind of your basic. I think the biggest thing we got to talk about is Oppenheimer. Like, they took most of it home. So here's just a couple of the headlines of Oppenheimer specifically. They won Best Picture. Christopher Nolan won Best Director. Cillian Murphy won Best Actor, and Best Supporting Actor went to Robert Downey Jr. And that was his first one ever, and people were very excited about that. but also at the same time, there was some controversy about the way that he accepted the award too. So it's been kind of an interesting conversation, but I think at the end of the day, for me, I'm just happy to see someone who has been through it come back and really just do an amazing job. And I think he's really won a lot of people back over, I think particularly with Iron Man, we all kind of fell in love with Robert Downey Jr. again, and it's good to see him doing well. So I'm very happy for him. Separate from that, Emma Stone accepted the Best Actress award, but her dress broke. Um, so yeah, an emotional Emma Stone won her second Oscar on Sunday, taking home Best Actress for her part as Bella Baxter in Poor Things. Stone teared up as she laughed and revealed that the zipper on her dress had broken, joking that it probably happened during I'm Just Ken, which we'll get to in a minute. Billie Eilish won her second career Oscar for What Was I Made For, the song that was made for the Barbie movie. Billie Eilish and Phineas actually did earn a standing ovation for their performance of What Was I Made For, which was fantastic. And Davine Joy Randolph won Best Supporting Actress for The Holdovers. So there was a lot of. It was nice to see. It looked like Oppenheimer took a lot, obviously, but there were definitely other winners of the night. I think my favorite moment of the night was Ryan Gosling and some of his Barbie Ken mates bringing the house down with "I'm Just Ken." Literally, Slash was there. Slash was on the stage. It was so silly. At one point, Ryan grabbed the hand of the camera operator and kissed it, and then brought the camera operator up on stage with him. It was just absolutely glorious, and he had so much fun with it, and you could tell they all did. So I really enjoyed that. I would say if you're gonna watch one video from last night, it should be that, because it's just so much fun and a lot. It's just great. Separate from that, John Cena presented Best Costume Design. Totally not wearing clothes, except for Birkenstocks. So at least he remembered his shoes. It was funny. It was very much, it was a gag moment. It was a funny moment. It was silly. And I couldn't get over just the silliness of it in general. For those of you that don't know, there is an inside joke with, oh, not inside joke, but there's a big joke with John Cena, because when he did wrestling back in the day, he had this whole thing where he would like wave his hand in front of his face and be like, "You can't see me. You can't see me." And so that's always this joke of like, was John Cena there? Because I can't see him. Like people would say, like, look at this picture. Like, I don't see anything. There's no one there because whatever. But yeah, we all saw him. We all saw him. I thought it was very interesting because Jimmy Kimmel ruffled some feathers with some of the jokes that he made in his hosting gig, particularly two of them. And I gotta say, I kind of agree with people being frustrated with Jimmy when it comes to this situation. So here we go. Jimmy got some heat for mentioning Hailey Bieber in a joke about nepo babies at the 2024 Oscars. So I'm gonna read this for you, but just as like a prep thing, so you guys know, Hailey did go to a pre-Oscar party, and she went alone. So this is just another situation in which we have now seen Hailey without her husband at a public event that normally we would see the two of them together. There's been a lot of talk right now about her marriage, about what's going on, and I mean, I I don't like to speculate about people's marriages too much. Because it is private, but I think it is becoming incredibly obvious that there is something very wrong when it comes to their relationship. And I feel like some of the press that has been surrounding Haley is unfair, particularly when it comes to people in her family talking about these things and whatever. Like it's one thing, I think, when we talk about like Justin Timberlake and that whole situation, because he's constantly like saying things that make him look immature and petty and silly, and it's bringing attention to him. And then there's all these sources all talking. It's just constant. Whereas I think Haley has tried to keep as much of this private as possible, and that doesn't seem to be happening. So to me, with the context of what's been happening lately in the press, I really feel like Jimmy Kimmel going after her was a low blow, because quite bluntly, why does Hailey Bieber and the Oscars have anything to do with each other? Was it just that, he wanted to make a Baldwin joke and going after Alan right now doesn't really seem to be appropriate? Or Alec Baldwin, it doesn't seem to be very appropriate because of what's going on with Rust? I don't know. But it just seemed very off to me. I didn't like it. So during his opening monologue, um, during which he joked about everyone from Robert Downey Jr., which we'll get to that in a minute, um, and Senator Kate Britt, Kimmel name dropped the model who is married to Justin Bieber while referring to Hollywood as a collective of heavily Botoxed, Hailey Bieber smoothie drinking, diabetes prescription abusing, gluten sensitive Nepo babies with perpetually shivering chihuahuas. And while Haley does actually have her own smoothie available, um, and by most definitions a so-called nepo baby, as her father is actor Stephen Baldwin, many viewers who tuned into the award show weren't amused, and there was definitely a dialogue of being like, why are we doing this? Like, I totally understand poking fun at people that are in the building, and we'll get to that in a minute. But I felt like this was a low blow. I didn't like this at all. I thought it was kind of gross. But yeah, so again, not a huge fan of Hailey Bieber. Don't agree with a lot of the things that she's done, but I felt like this was yuck. Now, this was the big one that people had issues with. Robert Downey Jr. says, "Keep going," after Jimmy Kimmel Oscar joke about his past with substances. Because that's really funny. Okay. So the quote is, "This is the highest point of Robert Downey Jr.'s long and illustrious career." Well, one of the highest points, Kimmel said, referencing the actor's sobriety after he previously struggled with substance A. So then the camera looks at Robert and he starts going like this on his nose. And Kimmy says, "Oh, is that two on the nose or is that a substance motion you're making?" Kimmel quipped, to which Downey replied, "Keep going, keep going." It was unclear whether or not Downey was in on the joke. The Iron Man series star famously walked out of an interview for Avengers Age of Ultron in 2015 after a reporter asked him about substances. And to be honest with you, that sentence is very incomplete. That whole interview moment is probably one of the most uncomfortable things I've ever watched. And it was very much him sitting down to do an interview about the film, and the interviewer Martin, I believe, kept alluding to his prior issues, as well as bringing up his relationship with his father. And Robert was just like, "What are we doing here? Like, what is this? Like, why? Why are you bringing this up? This is so uncomfortable." I'm pretty sure it was like for Avengers. So it's like, we're talking about a Disney movie. Why are you bringing up my father? Like, this is so weird. My lights keep turning off. I apologize. Um I don't It was so uncomfortable. It was so uncomfortable, and a lot of people are not happy about it this morning, and I completely understand why. Um I This whole thing kind of makes me think back to, I think it was when Trevor Noah hosted, was it the Grammys? Producer Sister, I can't remember.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, and he made a joke regarding Taylor Swift because, of course, this award season, Taylor Swift has been a favorite punching bag of comedians. But he made a joke about how it's like Taylor walks in the room and the economy changes as she, like she raises the value of the room as she walks in. And like she thought that was funny. Everybody thought it was funny. We can be funny without insulting people. And I'm sorry, Jimmy. I know you really, really look up to him, and may he rest in peace, but you're not Don Rickles. And I just sometimes feel like these comedians, they do these things just to get the press, to get the attention, and I guess they're getting what they want, right? Like, I'm giving him probably what he wanted. But I just don't think that it's appropriate, and I think we're better than this. But that's my opinion, right? And I could be very wrong on that front to a lot of other people. Public figures, they're fair game to talk about, right? Like, that's part of why I do what I do, right? Like, we're allowed to talk about them. But I just feel like I don't think I would have, you know, the guts to or be able to look at myself in the mirror standing on a stage on international television, poking fun at someone for their past addiction after they have worked so hard to get over it and are now having one of the biggest nights of their lives. Maybe that's an unpopular opinion. Maybe that's just me, but that's how I feel about it. And yeah, so that was that. But we have to talk about the thing that I think most of us really want to talk about, which is what was everybody wearing, right? And I've thought about doing the best of, but I'm like, you know what? We can only have so much time in this segment. I know we're all here for the worst stuff. So I'm going to show you guys what people think are the worst fashions. And we're going to start with Billie Eilish. I don't know if I agree with this being the worst. I think it was cute. I think she was having like a Chanel tweed Barbie type moment, which I felt was appropriate for what she was nominated for that night. And I think Billie Eilish is also one of these people that it doesn't really matter what she wears. If she wears too little, people freak out, even if it's a tank top walking outside. like, like if you guys remember that whole controversy, if she wears something too big, she's hiding too much of her body. If she wears something too tight, she's showing off too much of her body. She can't win. She can't win. So I totally understand why events like this are, she's going to try to do things. She's going to try stuff. And I think she did. And I think compared to a lot of the other people we're going to look at on this list, she doesn't look that bad. I also will say I think it was hilarious in her acceptance speech last night for What Was I Made For. She was thanking different people throughout her life because she is along with Phineas one of, I think, if not the youngest, one of the youngest people to win 2 Oscars. She's 22. And this is her second one after winning for No Time to Die, the James Bond song that her and Phineas did together. So this is very exciting for her. So she was thanking like teachers and old friends. And I think she said something to the effect of, she's like, "Thank you, Miss T, like the teacher. You didn't like me very much, but you were good at your job," which I just about fell out of my chair laughing because I'm like, I would be petty and say something like that. Be like, "This award is dedicated to my grade 9 science teacher. You know who you are." Like, leave it at that. I couldn't stop laughing. I thought it was hilarious. Haley Steinfeld wore this dress. I don't think it's really bad, but I have questions. I don't know how I feel about this. To me, it doesn't look done. I don't know. I don't know if anybody else agrees with that. I Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, and I really would love to hear your thoughts in the chat about this one. I feel like it's too far apart in the bodice. The bottom of the dress doesn't look really hemmed that well. It's just a lot. There's a lot happening here. So, yeah, I think we can talk about this later. But just yeah. Cynthia, and I think it's Erivo. I hope I'm saying that right. I hope I'm saying it. She is going to be playing Elphaba in the Wicked movie alongside of Ariana Grande playing Galinda. And so Ariana, will get to her in a minute. She was wearing a pink dress. So of course Cynthia had to wear a green dress, right? Like this is on brand. However, I was not the only one that immediately looked at this and was like, it's giving Godzilla. It's giving reptile. That was actually written in multiple publications. It was not just me. My favorite was somebody actually said it's giving them like Reptar from from Rugrats. And this kind of really upset me because I was like, I get them wanting to do the green thing, but there's so many prettier dresses that you could wear that are green, which brings me to one of my Roman empires, which is Charlotte Tilbury at the Met Gala last year, wearing this custom Versace gown, and oh my gosh, the detailing of it was absolutely stunning. And I'm like, what? Why didn't we do something like this? Why? I don't understand. What? Why did we get this when we could do something like this? You guys understand what I'm saying? I just. But instead, you know, we got Godzilla. So this is no criticism to Cynthia. I think they did her dirty. I think she deserved better than what she got. That's my opinion. The Rock showed up in this suit, which I'm guessing is either silk or satin, and my goodness, does it to me look like jammies. The wrinkling on it, man. I guys, I don't know how to defend this. I don't. It's shiny, it's wrinkly, it's so many things, and not a fan. I'm not a fan. Which sucks because I think he deserved better than that. But we'll just keep going. Andrea Riseborough, who I will be honest, I don't know who she is. There's a number of people on this list. I don't know who they are. It's giving, you know, tablecloth. It's I'm sure it's probably like a family tartan. So I don't want to be like offensive about it, but I hate how it gets fuzzy below the hip line. It almost looks like it's out of focus, but it's not. It's just like a blur on the fabric. That drives me nuts. I'm sorry. There's something about it I really don't like. I really, really don't like it. And that's maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Erica Alexander showed up with some extra Muppet material and a skirt put around her dress. I don't get it. If there is a reference in this that I'm not getting, someone please inform me. I don't mean to be ignorant. But yeah, I don't. Why? I feel like it would have been so pretty without the the fluff. But that's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. Yeah. Chrissy Marshall, who again I don't really know who she is, but people were saying this kind of looked like a DIY dress gone wrong. And when I look at it up close, and that's why I did the zoom in on the like the bodice area as well as the skirt, I agree. It doesn't look finished. It doesn't. I don't know. I don't know. It's awkward to me. Producer sister, do you have thoughts on this? Because you know you haven't seen a lot of these.
No, I haven't.
Yeah. So what are your thoughts on Chrissy here?
I get the unfinished,
Yeah.
especially the panel in the middle
Mm-hmm.
that's almost hanging over.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
I don't either.
And I mean, I am definitely not up on my fashion. I will be the first to tell you that. I don't know crap all.
We are not the fashion people.
You know a heck of a lot more than I do.
I mean, I don't know a huge amount.
And I know less.
I think if you really want insightful fashion commentary, you can check out my friend Amy Goodhart. She's the one that brings it because it's like her job. She does it and she's incredible. But like
I work with numbers.
Yeah, and also I have to say the handbag.
Yeah.
The choice of the handbag.
And even the shoes.
Why would you not use a gold handbag?
And I feel like it should be black shoes.
Maybe. I don't know.
know.
Or darker colored shoes at least. It's
to anchor it?
Yeah, I don't know. Exactly. Jennifer, I'm just going to put up your comment because I just saw it and I absolutely I agree with you 100%. I'm trying to pull it up. Well, that dress is a decision that was made.
Yeah.
Exactly. It was a choice.
And just like the black paneling across doesn't, there's a spot gaping through.
Yeah.
Like it just doesn't.
Oh my gosh, Jackie, yes. Like when you buy a sarong and the instructions say you could do so much with it. Yeah, it doesn't mean just because you can
doesn't
mean you should. I also want to say thank you so much quickly because we've had a couple gifts come in while we've been doing this. Thank you, Megas, for the gifted membership. That brings us to our first gifted membership of the day. Thank you so much. So we are in Team Odd currently with one. Team Even assemble if you so choose, or Team Odd if you wish to keep it odd. You know what to do. And I also want to say thank you so much to Maria for the $2.99 super sticker, which I saw earlier. Thank you so much. Meg S coming in with a $2 super chat saying comedy can be tasteful and spicy without the insults. I agree so much. And KDR74 with the $2 super chat. But is it fashion? We'll talk about that in a bit, Katie. You're killing me. Oh gosh, if you are a space angel and you checked out the video I put out over the weekend, the jokes were made, the lols were had, and I'll get into all the nitty gritty of that in halftime, I think. Okay, so then we had trends. So the first trend that I noticed was, to me, it looks like everyone was wearing pillows. which I've never understood the big poofy pillow trend, for lack of a better term. So yeah, Keltie Knight and Melissa McCarthy both kind of had this poof. And yeah, Ariana Grande brought the most poof. There's a lot of poof here. There's a lot of pillows. It looks like you could take a nice nap on this dress.
How does she sit?
I don't know. And the thing is, like, I guess I have to say, I would never wear something with this kind of poofy because of probably like my body image issues. I'd be like, this is going to make me look even huger than I already feel, type thing. But I guess when you're like Ariana Grande and you're so tiny, like, and I'm not criticizing her body whatsoever. She's beautiful, not doing that whatsoever. But just, can she get away with, because she's so small, doing these larger looks? I don't know. But yes, it feels very duvet. It feels very comforter. It feels very pillow.
I like it from the front better than the back.
Yeah.
I still don't know how she's going to sit down.
I don't either. I don't know. Yeah. Sorry, Carbon Eyes just came in with a super chat. Thank you so much. The theme obviously was Anne of Green Gables.
Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna let that sit. Yeah, Jackie Swan said it looks like a duvet. Hope she was comfortable in the sofa. Yeah, pretty much. And Jackie, she'd probably disappear if she sat because she's so petite. Like, it's so big. It's such a big dress. Yeah, let me see here. Yeah, Lisa Boo just said maybe the pillows come off. I hope for her sake.
Yeah.
Because how do you fit in chairs?
Or even just getting there, do you want to sit on it before you go on the red carpet and like wrinkle it? Probably not.
I don't know. I do like the ruching of like what's tighter to her.
Yeah,
I think it looks stunning. But yeah, not really digging the poofs. The poofs are a lot. The poofs are a lot. 1 second here. Sorry, I had a little hiccup there. I just had to fix quickly, but we're good. Let's keep going. So that was, yeah, there was a pillow trend I saw. Then we had see-through everything. So here we have Claudia and sorry, Dooney, I think it is, and I don't know who she is, and I'm very sorry to this woman. And Paris Jackson, Michael Jackson's daughter. Yeah, lots of see-through-y mesh. Had to censor some of it. But it, not it wasn't what I would call, like, you could air this on television without there being issues. So see-through, but not too see-through. Although I was nervous about the YouTube guidelines with Paris. To be clear, I could not see anything on Paris before I put the little Oscar dude heads there. But yeah, YouTube human reviewer, I'm trying. Okay, I'm trying really hard. Please know that. But the see-through queen of the day, or the not wearing things of the day, actually went to someone who wasn't even at the Oscars. It went to someone who went to the Elton John Foundation, and I'm afraid to say the whole name of that title without YouTube community guidelines getting upset, but I hope you guys know what I'm talking about. Was Julia Fox. And Julia showed up with this. And guys, under the little Oscar dude, her parts are bare. However, there are little gold discs that look like they have been glued to the center part of that part of her body. And I literally showed my husband this image, and he just looked at it, and his initial reaction was, ow! Like, it looks painful. I'm not even talking about like the shock value of the nudity, essentially, but just the like, ow! And I would love to show you guys this photo, but I know that the YouTube community guidelines will not like it because it does look like, at a quick glance, that there's nothing there. But it's like these gold coin looking things that look like they're shoved into that part, and it just looks incredibly painful to me. But this happened. This was a thing, and this is the one that everybody is talking about. as the worst. And I just think it's very interesting that someone that wasn't even present at the Oscars is the one that is getting the worst of the night. So I guess she wanted attention, and I guess she got it. Congratulations, Julia. I'm giving you exactly what you want. But yes, this was a thing that happened. It happened. Other trends we saw were poofy, which kind of goes along with the pillows, but this was just a lot of tulle. Lots of tulle. We got Nikki Novak and Janae Collins here. Yeah, lots of poof. And then we had lots of sparkle. We had Disco Ball. We had Laura Cartman, who is a composer, and Beatrice Grano. So we had lots of sparkly disco ball thing going on, which I guess it's fun. I mean, I personally like wearing a lot of sequins. I would be that person. I don't think I'd wear either of these outfits, but I would absolutely wear something with a lot of sequins or glitter or whatever because sparkle's pretty. And then whatever these are, we've got, I can't see, the whole thing's in front of it. There we go. I've got Chloe Savigny. I'm sorry if I've said that wrong. Lisa Ann Walter and Monsees Ribe. I have tried so hard. I'm so sorry to all of these women for the way that I have butchered your names. Yeah, we have this kind of bow ensemble here on Chloe, and then we have, I don't know what to describe what Lisa Ann is wearing. Producer sister, how would you describe that?
Ugh. What is that?
I don't know. To me, I know it looks like it's kind of like foliage, but to me, I just see birds. Like I see like feathers.
Yeah, like there should be there's a nest in there.
Yeah, like she's got like
gonna come
this
flying.
perimeter of black birds all surrounding her.
Why? Like the dress under, like without the feathers, looks like it could be something nice.
I don't know. I have no idea. It's very strange to me. And then we have the last one.
Houston said, feather boa glued to the dress.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Hang on. I'll try to find your comment, Houston, because I want to. Yeah, exactly. Sorry. Also, Jem, feather wave poncho. I mean, I don't think you're wrong. And then the last one here, I will say, the woman who is in the monarch butterfly dress, she's a makeup artist. The only problem I have with this dress is that to me, it's very reminiscent of like a monarch butterfly sexy Halloween costume. Just longer. Like I've seen costumes like this at Party City. Let me know if any of you guys know what I'm talking about. It's just, I don't know. It's interesting, and that was kind of the conversation that people were saying, like it's more costume than couture. I don't know. But it looks like she likes it. And I'm happy for her.
And I mean, if she's a makeup artist, she transforms people.
Exactly. So I don't know.
It's not the worst.
It's not the worst.
For what it is, it's pretty.
Yeah.
Definitely not the worst.
Yeah. So that's pretty much there's the worst of it all. And we could go back through here. I'm curious about, we could do a poll. I want to do a poll with you guys. So I'm just going to say, we're going to go through them all one more time. And if you guys want to like put in the chat the ones that you think are the worst, we can narrow it down to like 4 entries and then we can do a poll. So again, as I said, I don't think out of everything that we saw, Billie Eilish is the worst.
This gives me a little bit of Clueless.
Oh, okay, I kind of see that. Yeah, I kind of see that. So why don't we do this? We'll vote by once. Okay. For those of you that don't know, putting 1th or once in the chat is an inside joke of this community. We're gonna make a video probably just encompassing all of our inside jokes so people can get caught up. But we tend to, when I ask you guys to put a 1th in the chat, I'm not saying 1 in the chat, I'm saying 1th. So let me know if you think that Billie's is the worst, put a 1th in the chat. And I think the ones that we see the 1ths really go in the chat, that's what I'll add to my short list. And that's how we'll go from there. So 1th call for Billie Eilish, let me know. And while you guys are 1thing, I am going to go back to the support. Thank you so much to you guys for giving. First of all, Carbonite Stardust, thank you so much for the super chat. We did read this earlier of the theme was obviously Anne of Green Gables. obviously. Then we had Daisy Girl gifting one ItsKim membership. Thank you very much for that. I very much appreciate it. And welcome to the new Space Angel. Wancho, hello. What's good, Space Angels? What's good, Wancho? Hope you're doing well. And General Scott, thank you so much for the 5 gifted memberships. You're being so generous today. I so appreciate that. And that brings us to what, 7? 7 memberships given out today. So again, we love to give memberships in this community. If you would like a membership and you do not have one, please make sure you have allow gifts enabled. And just so you know, there is no how do I put this? There is no way for us to determine who gets what membership. So it's unfortunately, you have to allow gifts and wait for the luck of the draw. I wish I could give some to people specifically that really, really want one, but I can't do that. So, and if you are considering supporting this channel, a really beautiful way to do that is gifting memberships because it allows a lot of people to enjoy the memberships as well. And I like that. So I'm not seeing once. So let's just keep going. Where Billy is not being considered for the poll at this time. Then we had Hailey Steinfeld. Producer sister, what did you think of this one?
Yeah, the bodice is definitely not. It doesn't look not clean in the sense of dirty. But
it doesn't look finished.
Yeah.
It doesn't look finished. Okay, so it looks like we've got a couple once here. Couple people going, we could consider her for the poll. So I'm actually going to pull up a little document here. If you hear me typing, that's what it is. Go here. No, come over. Come to the other monitor, please, so I can see. Thank you. There we go. So Hailey Steinfeld is in the running potentially. Then we have Cynthia with the giving Godzilla moment. Interested to see what you guys think about that one. Producer sister, what are your why? Just why?
From the front, it's not as bad, but yeah, I get the Godzilla thing from the back. You could have done it differently.
Okay, we are getting a much larger response for Cynthia.
I think this one, the people have spoken. You had options.
Oh my gosh. You guys, the comments are killing me. Oh, it's funny. Let me see here. Yeah, just Sarah B. One. Okay, all right, we'll keep going.
And I respect the channeling and doing early promo for Wicked.
Absolutely.
Fine, not a problem. But yeah, there are other ways. There are other dresses.
Lacey just sat up. You all right, sweetie? You lay down? Okay. Alrighty. Okay, so then we have The Rock in his pajamas. I am already seeing the response. I'm like, no, we are not here for this. Absolutely not.
And I mean, he's done some really nice looks on different carpets and looked put together and classic and all that kind of stuff.
And I mean, let's be real here. He's obviously in fantastic shape.
Mm-hmm.
And when you have someone that is in that kind of physical condition, I mean, I think dressing them is very, very interesting. And I think in a lot of ways, there are certain people that can wear like, a potato sack and they look fantastic. And I feel like The Rock is kind of one of those people that whatever he wears, there's going to be women that look at him and go, yep, I'm good with this. No matter what. And I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling this. Not happy with it. Okay, so I'm going to add him to the running as well. Then we had Andrea with the plaid dress.
Yeah, I definitely get the tartan vibe.
I mean, I love tartan. I was a goth kid, right? I had Trip NYC, okay? This is what I did in lip service. We had the plaid, but like, yeah. Tartan dress. Okay, so she's added. Yeah. Alrighty. Erica Alexander with the tulle skirt thing. Producer sister, I don't think I got your opinion on this one either.
I feel like if you wanted to go with that layer, pick a color.
Sorry, Carbonized, were you late? Oh, I'm sorry. That hit me the wrong way. Okay, I'm good. What are you still like? What is that? Do we need to bring Cardi? Do we need to have the Cardi moment?
Oh my God, what is that? Oh my God, what is that?
Like, if you wanted to do that, take a pick, like one color, and even do like an ombre thing. But I think you really lost everyone when you hit the green.
I kind of wish that it had maybe started up higher and then went to the floor. Like, join the poofy train. Join the poofy dress train. We see that later.
But why purple, pink, and green? Like, why?
Kyle, I think I'm reading this right now. If she lied down, the bottom layer would start singing a Kermit song. Why are there so many songs about rainbows? All right, and then we've got Chrissy. Again, I like the concept. You know what this actually kind of reminds me of? And I'm going to do a little bit of a plug here, shameless plug. Any of my Space Angels remember last year watching Eurovision, Queen of the Kings?
Yes.
From Norway? Her name is she, Queen of the Kings. Right? Like, there was some of that, like, kind of aesthetic going on in that performance, but it was much better executed than Eurovision.
Hers was more like armor.
Yeah,
almost.
Exactly. She got it down.
That fit with the theme of the song, though.
Yes, it did. Absolutely. Okay, so I'm going to say that it's unfinished. We're adding. Okay. Pillows. I think for the sake of the trend, we need to pick one pillow dress. If you get what I'm saying. So, are we Kelty, Melissa, or Ariana? Let me know in the chat. Kelty, Melissa, or Ariana? Which one is the worst in your opinion? I would love to know. And while we're doing that, Wancho, I know I have other things I need to pull up. We're going to get to the starred support stuff. We are, I promise. Thank you so much for the support you guys are sending in. It's so appreciated. Wancho shared a $5 super chat saying, you know what those hoity-toity fashion designers will never add to their dresses? Pockets! Pockets! Why do we not get pockets? Why? I want pockets.
We always want pockets.
I want pockets. This is ridiculous. I want pockets. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of Ariana. So, okay.
I stand by it. How do you sit down?
All right.
Unless it's like a bustle that zippers off.
Yeah. Then we had see-through everything. So again, we have to pick the worst of the see-through everything category. So we've got Claudia, we've got Paris, and then we've got Julia. I feel like I shouldn't have to ask this question. I think we all already know.
The one that caused you pain. Literally.
I'm seeing the Julia. Oh my gosh, Cheryl E., you're killing me. Julia. Oh, you guys are great. Okay, I'm gonna put Julia Fox. What would you guys like me to define this dress as?
Pain.
Pain dress. We'll call it the pain dress. I hope she was not in pain. Okay. Next one. Poofy. So we've got Janae and we've got Nikki. And honestly, if you're not feeling either of these, you can say neither. Like, I don't think they're
No.
horribly bad compared to other ones that we've seen. I mean, I don't feel like you can compare either of these to Julia.
No.
That's my opinion. Yeah, I'm getting, neithers.
Yeah.
Neither, yeah.
They're not amazing, but they're not awful.
No. To me, they're kind of giving prom. Or at least prom when I was a kid. I know prom's like, it's getting more grown up as time goes on, but yeah, okay, we're getting neither. We're gonna keep going then. Okay. Then we have Sparkle, which again, we could say neither if we're feeling it. I just kind of wanted to talk about the trend. We've got Laura and we've got Beatrice. So I'm interested in what you guys think. And we'll go from there. Let me see. We're getting some Laura. Beth S is not here for Laura. I mean, I kind of love it in the sense that she's just living her life. You know what I mean?
Yep. She's owning it.
Yeah. I feel like we're going back and forth.
I think we've had other ones that have been more distinctive.
Yeah. Okay.
And we only have so many spots for a poll.
Okay, we'll keep going then. And then whatever these are. So I'm gonna ask, why don't we pick one from here too? We'll do that. My vote is Lisa.
Yeah, it's
Lisa
the
Ann. I'm sorry. Yeah. What should we call this? What is it? The bird feather boa?
Yeah.
Okay. So that means we actually have 2 sets of 4.
Okay.
So what I'll do then is we'll do the 2 sets of 4 and then we'll do the face off of the winners of each of those categories. Is that
All
cool?
right.
You guys down? Okay. Let's do this. I'm just going to start the poll. Give me a minute to write everything. And I'm very sorry if I have spelled any of these names wrong. It was not my intention.
How dare you?
I know. I suck. I suck awfully. All right. So this one is, so there's a little bit of a descriptor of what the outfit is. The Oscars part 1. Oh, you're saying it's too long. Sorry, one of them was telling me that I had too many.
Your description too long?
Yeah. I can't put one of them in brackets. That's okay.
Oh, it doesn't like special characters?
No, it's just if I put them in brackets, there's too many characters. So I just put a dash instead. So there we go. And now everybody accepted it. We're good. Okay, so we've got Cynthia with the dress giving Reptar. Let me go through here quickly. There it is. There's Cynthia's. And then we have The Rock with his satin jammies. Andrea with the tartan dress. And then the Muppet tulle skirt on Erica. So I'm going to wait till we have 141 people in here right now. Thank you guys so much. Please remember to like and subscribe. And if you think you're subscribed, please double check because we are having a lot of unsubscribing going on, literally to the point that my own producer's sister got unsubscribed from my channel.
While we were on.
And also, I think it's very interesting that my membership only videos, so the videos that are only available to Space Angels, that 20% of the people who are watching are not subscribed to my channel. So explain that one. So I'm just asking, please double check, make sure that you are subbed, and also do so for all of your favorite creators. It is not just me that is struggling with this issue. I'm not sitting here going, poor me, the whole world is against me, blah, blah, blah. So many of us are struggling with this. And I have seen some of the biggest, most successful YouTubers in my somewhat universe of friends or whatever, that they're still struggling with this as well. So yeah, it's a problem.
It's YouTube versus everyone.
It's YouTube versus everyone. But I will say that, like, that's also part of why I have subscriber mode only on in the chat, because it's just a way that I can quickly let people know, like, you're not subbed. And you don't have to be subbed for very long to be able to comment. I'm not trying to censor anybody. It's just a way that I can,
It also helps with bots.
Pardon?
It also helps with bots.
Yes, it does. It does help with bots because we've had issues. Okay, so we've got, I think we'll go to 65.
Okay.
I think that's fair. That's more than a third. I feel like that kind of hits quorum. So we've got 58 currently. So we've got space for 6 more people to vote. If you have not voted, now is the time. Now is the time to do it. Let your voice be heard. Select what you feel.
Well, we know one for sure.
Yeah. I mean, I honestly, do you think 6 votes isn't really going to make any difference, is it?
Not a whole lot.
No, we have a winner. We have a winner. It is the tulle skirt. It is the Rainbow Connection song. It is the Rainbow Connection dress. That is what we shall call it moving forward.
Oh, dear.
And to be clear, I think she is a lovely woman. I'm not saying that she is not a beautiful woman. I'm just saying that the dress I'm not a fan of. I think that's fair. Alrighty. And then we're going to do part 2. And then we've got Chrissy Marshall, which is the dress that looks like it is unfinished. With the bodice part and everything, the one I compared to Queen of the Kings. Then we have Ariana Grande and her pillow dress. And then we have Julia Fox with what I called the pain dress. And Lisa and Walter with the bird feather boa dress. So I will go through those quickly as well. Yeah, so there is Chrissy with the unfinished. Ariana Grande with her pillow couture. Julia Fox with whatever that is. And Lisa Ann with that black whatever that is. And oh, do we have a front runner on this one? Julia Fox. Oh wow, you guys. Oh my goodness. Oh, that is a standout. That is a standout moment here, guys. Okay. I'm going to give it a little bit more time because the votes are still coming in. They're climbing faster than they were last time. I will tell you that. People have opinions. All right. I think we know our winner, though. Let's be real. I think we know our winner. Oh, gosh. That means Julia Fox.
Yep.
Julia Fox took that home. So, I mean, I don't even feel like this is a question at this point of what we're going to think is worse. We've got Erica Alexander, and then we have Julia Fox, pain dress.
Just why?
I wonder which one is going to take it. Why are we not? Oh. Okay, it's not letting me put in Rainbow Connection, so we're going to call it the poodle dress because I saw that also being suggested. So, yeah, Julia and Erica. Gem. Julia only wore the S part, not the dress. The S. I like that. I like that. Oh my goodness, you guys. Okay, I'm going to give this, we're going to get to 60 at least before I stop it, but I think we know.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
I mean, that's talent. You got the worst dressed and you weren't even there.
I know, and that's the thing. I'm like, I can hate on it all I want, but I mean, she did it.
She got people talking.
She got people talking. But I just mean, like, I just hope she wasn't hurting the whole night, because I would have been. I think, hopefully. Sorry. Carbon Eyes calling it poodle is insulting to Lacey. Cover her ears. Oh no. Lacey's fabulous. Lacey's collar actually looks a lot like the tweed that Billie Eilish was wearing. I'm not even gonna lie. It's very Chanel-esque. Alrighty.
And she has a poofy tulle dress.
Yes, she does actually. She does. She has a poofy dress. And there we go. Julia Fox, you've been crowned the worst. Congratulations. I hope you're okay. And I honestly, I mean, I think part of it is you really wanted to get noticed, and I hope you feel like you did. I feel like you did, you know? So good for you. I guess. All right, so we have other stories to go over too shortly, or like quickly, so we'll go there. So the first one I wanted to mention to you guys because I knew this was going to come up in conversation is that Prince Harry and Britney Spears have both been nominated for the British Book Awards for celebrity memoirs, which means now my timeline is going to be filled with Prince Harry versus the Princess of Pop, Britney Spears.
Oh no.
And I'm like, oh great, here we go. So this is very much all we've got so far. Memoirs by Britney Spears and the Duke of Sussex have been shortlisted for the British Book Awards Book of the Year. Britney Spears' much hyped autobiography, The Woman in Me, which went on sale in October of 2023, was one of the best-selling memoirs of the year. It looks like there are 12 categories in this British Book Award, known as the Nibbies, because of a golden-shaped nib trophy, which I know nothing about.
What?
But it will. I know. I can't. I'm sorry. I don't make this stuff up, man. I'm just reading what's on the news. I didn't do this. But yeah, so the winners of the categories are going to be announced on May 13th. And I hope she gets it. I really do, because I think I would laugh my head off in the sense of like Britney with her British accent taking home the British Book Award. I'm here for it. I am here for it.
Will he even be allowed in the country for the award?
Pardon?
Would he even be allowed in the country to go for the...
I mean, I think he's always going to be allowed to go to the UK. It's just whether or not he wants to, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. No, I'm not a royal expert. I have no idea. Sorry, but yeah, literally. Jennifer of the British choose Britney over their own prince. Ah! I mean, in all fairness, he left, right? Like, he made his choice. He left. So I don't really, yeah. Yeah, it'll be fun.
Oh, boy.
Now, the last story I wanted to talk about, this is a little bit of a rant one for me. Stay with me, because this was in no way, like, this isn't the sexy headline, and it's not the thing in the thumbnail that everybody wants to click on, but this just hit me the wrong place.
She was ranting about this last night.
Elon Musk apparently got very upset the other day on X because he saw something about Jeff Bezos' ex-wife. And he tweeted, so this is what it is. Elon Musk blasts Jeff Bezos' ex-wife, Mackenzie Scott, for her donations to race and gender rights charities. Billionaire blasts billionaire's ex-wife for donating to charity. That...
How dare you?
Oh my gosh, what a dystopia do we live in? I cannot. So Elon Musk is under fire for the since deleted post on X. Yes, he deleted it because he got a lot of backlash for this. Of which the tech mogul called out Jeff Bezos' ex-wife, Mackenzie Scott, for her donations to charities dealing with issues of race and or gender. And this is the tweet. This is a tweet. Super rich ex-wives who hate their former spouse should be listed among reasons that Western civilization died. Then he continued, her fund ought to be called the Awful Fund. It's the ultimate aspirational expression of the most awful group in the US. Oh, gosh. All right. So here we go, guys. If you are not aware of who Mackenzie Scott is, because I really wasn't either, but I'm not going to lie to you. Mackenzie Scott, for me, like, not the way that she got there by any means, but I mean goals. I feel like if we all become billionaires, like, we should strive to be like Mackenzie Scott. Because here's basically what happened. She is known as a generous philanthropist who was married to Bezos from 1993 until 2019. So she was there the whole time, beginning to present, basically, of Amazon's success. Okay? Received a grand settlement reportedly worth more than $38 billion when the former couple's divorce was finalized. She received a large sum of money after the split, in part because she tied the knot with the Amazon CEO before he reached major success with his e-commerce company. So here's the thing. Less than 2 months after finalizing her divorce from the world's richest person, which of course, like that's part of it too, is that Bezos is now richer than Elon. So, okay. Mackenzie had indicated that she intends to be far more generous of a philanthropist than her husband had been. Mackenzie Bezos announced in a letter on Tuesday, and this is back in like 2019, that she had signed the Giving Pledge. A commitment to give half of her $35 billion in assets, or at least $17 billion to charity over her lifetime or in her will. Despite facing criticisms for being the world's richest man but having donated only a tiny fraction of his wealth, Bezos' ex-husband, Amazon founder Jeff Bezos, has for years conspicuously declined to sign on. So, she pledged in 2019. Well, what has she done? Philanthropist Mackenzie Scott has given a total reported giving of more than $16 billion since 2019. So this is as of December 8th of 2023. So her pledge is 17. It is verified she has given $16 billion.
Almost there.
And the thing is, the pledge counts her passing. So literally all she has to do now is give $1 billion in her will to a charitable organization. The other thing I will say is that Mackenzie really wanted to keep a lot of this as anonymously as possible from my research, but unfortunately it came to a point because there's so much money and taxes and everything else that she did have to start disclosing where all the money was going, but she was attempting to not have it be like a big show. So she is known for her statements about it being very small, because she's not trying to be like, everyone look at me. She's trying to talk about the charities. She's trying to make it a bigger deal. So while previous announcements have included detailed essay about the reasons for her donations, Scott only offered a 3-sentence post titled Giving Update this year, writing, excited to call attention to these 360 outstanding organizations, every one of whom could use more allies. She added, inspired by all the ways people work together to offer each other goodwill and support. And the gifts include from 2023 donations of 25 million to affordable housing, Mercy Housing, reproductive care organizations, and youth training groups. Oh no! What a horrible woman! The downfall of Western society.
These guys pick really weird stuff to get upset about.
Exactly. And honestly, I think one of my husband's things that he said, he's like, I wish I had Elon's problems at that point, if that's what he's upset about. If this is what makes him angry, like, she's trying to redistribute the wealth. And she's trying to do so in like the classiest manner imaginable. And people want to attack her because she's giving stuff like to women's groups or groups against racial inequality or things like that. Oh no, she's also, I mean, I don't know why you would be mad about that, but separate from that, she's also doing like housing and stuff like that. Like, like, why is this an issue? Exactly, Chucky's watch. Someone stop her! Oh no! And this is what I mean. If any one of us woke up tomorrow and found out we were a billionaire, I hope we would have the same energy as this woman. Right? Like, sorry, carbonized. People like her. Why don't they like me? What do you mean I don't help anyone but myself? That's a person. Elon Musk 2023. Now, here is the other thing I wanted to show you guys. Just so, Merle, give it to Dan. That's another inside joke. That's good. And that's the kind of the thing. It's like there's some billionaires that decide to spend all of their money on making phallic-shaped rockets to send into space and to be in a race against other billionaires to see who can get to, outer space first, while their own planet suffers. And then you have people like Mackenzie that go, I'm going to try to do something with my life and make things better than I found it and really help people that have not been as blessed as I am, because she knows she has too much money.
What are you going to do with that much money?
That much money? What are you going to do?
This is what you do with that much money.
Like,
good
you're salty because you're embarrassed, right? I can't. But I wanted to show you guys this because I know the chart isn't great. I believe this is from Fortune or Forbes. I can't remember. I have the link to the article that has this. But this just kind of shows how her net worth has changed. So in 2020, she had a net worth of 36 billion. By 2021, it went to 53 billion. Now, part of that is because I believe she has shares in Amazon. So I think a lot of us during the year of 2020 maybe used Amazon a bit more than we had previously.
Happy anniversary, by the way.
Oh, really?
4 years ago today.
Ew. Great. Yep. Okay, yeah, but I'm just saying that, like, Amazon made a lot of money through that time, right? So of course her net worth is going to go up, and then she's going to start donating a lot of that money. And she did a lot of stuff for COVID relief. She was very active in that. So by the time 2022 or 2021 rolled around, she was worth $53 billion. By 2022, the following year, she decreased that to 43.6 billion. And then by the time we're last year, her net worth was at 24.4 billion. And then I've also seen numbers saying that she is also now apparently today worth 40 million. So her money is still generating money. And my bet is the way that she's been going, she's going to give far more than 17 billion. Mm-hmm. She's nowhere near done.
I don't think she's going to hit 17 and then, okay, I'm done. I'm not going to do anymore.
Yeah, no. She
doesn't seem like that kind of person.
But I just think it's so interesting that it's like when we have the whole like pledge versus donate thing. And I mean,
this is how you do it.
This is how you do it. And she's doing it and she is absolutely nailing it. And I'm so happy to see it. And I feel like this is the type of billionaire that we should be platforming. This is the type of rich person that we should be like, goals. Yay, yay, yay. And it's like, I don't understand all the people in the world you could be mad at. Why are you mad at Mackenzie? I am now a massive fan of Mackenzie. Elon freaking out about this has made me into a fan of Mackenzie Scott. That's it. And that's my rant. So yeah, if you think that Mackenzie Scott is awesome, throw a one in the chat because it rubbed me the wrong way. It rubbed me the wrong way when I saw that tweet because I was done.
I stand by it. I want a podcast with her and Melinda talking about all the ways Gates? They are spending their ex-husband's money.
And I love this. It's like the ex-husbands of billionaires club. We're all like, good for them. Also take all this is it. Eat the rich except her. Oh. Yeah.
It could be really good. They could talk about all the different like charities that they're supporting and like shine a light on each one and what they're getting involved with and what you can do. And you could like literally call it we're putting or something along the lines of putting your money where your mouth is.
Yes.
Like something like that.
Exactly. Peanuts Nana, I love this too. Mackenzie is winning. Yeah, the billionth. Thank you, Kyle. Yeah, no, so I know that, again, like I said, it's not the sexy story. It's not the one that I could put on the thumbnail. Like, you know what I mean? But those types of stories for me make me happy. Right? Like, just stay mad. Stay mad.
Stay salty.
Stay salty. Say salty.
Jeez.
Yep.
Also, Amber, take note.
She uses pledge and donate synonymous.
They are not synonymous. Gosh.
I will never forget watching that live, how I just about fell out of my chair. I cannot believe this is actually happening. And I just remember thinking in my head, I'm like, and there's going to be all these people that are like, you know, Amber's being targeted, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, but I mean, evidence, guys.
The accounting brain in me cannot handle that.
Well, that especially since, like, and I could understand the argument of being like, yeah, then I got sued, so I couldn't donate the money, except she had the money for like a year. before the lawsuit was even filed.
I need to do an entry in your books where I credit the bank. If I haven't been able to credit the bank, then you didn't give the money.
Yep. Follow the money.
The money,
Follow the money.
I have to be able to record that the money came out of your account.
Yeah.
If it didn't, you didn't give it.
Oh my goodness.
Anywho.
Yeah. I have to catch up on gifts as well because you guys have been incredibly generous so far on this stream. It is amazing. So thank you so much to Jackie Swan that gifted a membership, and welcome to the new Space Angel as well. Thank you very much, Jackie. Tiffany, is it Byers? I hope I said that right. I'm so sorry if I said that wrong, Tiffany, but thank you so much for the 5 gifted memberships. That is incredibly kind of you, and welcome to the new Space Angels as well. Then we had the lovely comment from Guancho about pockets. Pockets. I agree. Tango, hello. Happy Monday, y'all. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. I always think of your Nyan cat emoji beside your name. It always makes me laugh. It's great. And then Carbonite Stardust. I voted for Pete's Dragon. I'm not sorry. Ah! Oh, that's great. Sorry. Thank you, Carbonize. Thank you for the 279 super chat. That's amazing. Sarai that said I would call Erica's dress a poodle, which is exactly why I changed it to poodle on the second round of that poll when we brought her in. So thank you very much, Sarai, and thank you for being a member for 5 months. And then Meg S, love the Ex Billionaires Club. Maybe we can be millionaires with their podcast. Maybe we can dream. We can dream, right, Meg S? That's awesome. Thank you so much for the $20 super chat. Very, very much appreciated. You guys are amazing. And I think we are caught up. Producer Sister, can I ask how many memberships?
13.
13. That is wonderful. So we are Team Odd. We are Team Odd. Thank you guys so much. Speaking of membership, I wanted to ask you guys, because I have to say, when I post things in members only, I don't get as in-depth statistics as I do when I post things publicly. So that can be a little bit frustrating because it's hard for me to be able to tell how many people are watching, how many people liked it, how many people didn't, blah, blah, blah. And I have to say, it looked like at least 30 to 40% of you that are members of the Space Angels all took the time to watch the new episode of my Eurovision coverage, which, considering it came out on a Saturday and it was an hour long, I was very excited and very humbled, and I'm glad that you guys did that. And I have to say, I had a lot of fun with this one. It was incredibly frustrating. For those of you that are not aware, one of the things I do in the Space Angels only section of my channel, which you get access to when you join membership, whether you are gifted membership or you join yourself. And I cover the European music competition Eurovision, which has been going on for over 60 years, and multiple countries compete for bragging rights. They send a song and an artist. This year, they're all going to perform in Sweden. And then the winner country gets to host the following year. And it's just a lot of fun. It's about diversity. It's about music. It's about peace. It's about unity. And it is absolutely amazing. There's amazing, fun, good music in here all the time. And then there's also the mess. And wow, did the last episode, we found the mess. We found the mess, particularly a performance by an artist from Finland called Windows 95 Man. And the song No Rules. And the owner of this song did not like me having it in my video. Like, they really did not like me having it in the video. I was getting copyright claims from them and stuff over parts of the video where their video was paused. It was just a screen grab, and I'm talking for like 30 seconds about it. And they're like, no, you can't do that. Not with our image on the screen. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, are you serious? Are you serious? So what ended up happening was I basically had to make it into a meme fest. So there's a lot of jokes. There's a lot of jokes in that episode. And I would say, if you're interested at all, it's a fun one to watch because there's some good entries and there's some I don't know what I'm looking at entries. I am actually going to show you guys what Windows 95 Man looks like, just to put some context on things, and hopefully he, doesn't get mad at me for showing a picture of him on my stream, which I think is a little ridiculous, but Oh my gosh, why is it doing this? My internet browser has reset its search engine to Yahoo.
What?
And I've changed it back like 4 times and it won't stop. And I'm like, I'm sorry, but I don't really want to use the Yahoo search engine. My apologies, Yahoo, but it's just not really what I want.
It's not 2000 anymore?
Yeah, what's your favorite search engine? Let me know. I am sorry to everyone's eyes.
We're all gonna suffer together.
Yeah, we're all gonna suffer together. Here we go. There he is. From the performance. Windows 95, man. At one point during the performance, he does get shorts. He wears shorts. But yes, this is a thing that exists. That is a thing that exists. And that is the type of crazy that you can see in my Eurovision coverage, alongside of music that's actually like really good and performances that are really good. So just, yeah. Yep, you okay? You okay, Sue?
It was not good.
So put it this way, I did not enjoy the song to begin with. Then they started ticking me off by claiming me every other second. I said Chaotic Kim got activated, which she absolutely did.
A little bit.
And I woke up and chose violence. As Katie just said. Yeah, I did. I fully did. And it was a wonderful moment. There's lots of jokes in there. Lots of jokes in there. Very reminiscent of the little jokes we throw in here all the time, such as this one.
Disgusting!
Yeah. It was great. It was great. It was so much fun. It took so much time.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So many different
so
cuts and
many edits.
versions.
Oh my gosh.
You get through one copyright claim and then they claim something else.
Thank you, Katie. I appreciate that. I honestly wish I had the time to do that with everything, but I just don't. I added it up. I think I spent a total of, keeping in mind that this clip is like, it was roughly, the original footage was about 5 minutes long. And I had to edit that for probably about 14 hours, beginning to end, just that section. And I got a full-time job on top of this, guys. I don't have time to do it, but it was a lot of fun, and it was needed. It was needed. Oh, thank you, General Scott. Thank you for informing us of that. I hope you kept cool, like it was breezy. I hope it was good. Hope it was good. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Ray. I appreciate that. Yeah. So just saying that, like, if you've never seen it before, Angels, it may be worth checking out. I think you may have fun with it. So it was a good time. It was a good time. Oh gosh. Alrighty. Oh, sorry. King Bob said something. Oh gosh. King Bob just said, I was just in the kitchen doing dishes and listening, and now I wish I would have stayed in there. I didn't need to see that.
That's the point. None of us did.
You know what? Actually, why don't I do this? Why don't I do this? The fun thing is, now I know that because I had to edit it to absolute filth, there is nothing in that portion of the video that I could get hit with. The only thing is potentially that this stream might get censored in Russia and in Belarus, which would be really sad, but it is what it is. So I'm just going to try to see if I could find just a quick clip of it, and I could show you guys kind of like what you're dealing with here. Okay, so I will play a quick clip for you guys, and we'll go from there. If you guys are cool with that. Are we cool with that?
Not again.
Oh, this is weird. It's like meception. Ah, okay.
Yes, Katie, it's nightmare fuel.
The hand of this scene. Oh no.
What is
What is that? On the shorts.
What is that?
Oh, they're shorts. Are they shorts?
Gonna get his pants back? No, the pants are gonna let him fly. What?
I'm scared to death. I'm frightened and I don't know what to do. I'm confused and I want to go home.
That pretty much sums it up, guys. It's pretty great. It's really fun. I said that thing on like it looks like a bunch of denim post-it notes, and then we jumped and it kind of looked like a snuffle mat toy for Todd. Yes, exactly, Kyle. Yes, I understand. Okay, and I want to be clear. I understand the significance of that clip and how sad it actually was that day, but I feel like it's kind of one of those things. I feel like Johnny would laugh at that. I feel like Johnny would think that that's hilarious. In all fairness, it kind of goes back to the whole like when we all laughed about the poop on the bed during the trial. I had so many people that were like, "How dare you? How could you find this funny? How could you laugh at this? It's horrible." And I'm like, he was laughing at it on the stand because it was so, as he put it, grotesque, and he was laughing. Stop. Just stop. He's a Monty Python fan. We're fine. I'm sure he'd think it's funny. I hope he'd think it's funny. So anyway, yeah, I appreciate that. I hope you guys like it. Exactly, Jeb. How could you not? I don't know. I guess I'm just very immature and I still find poop jokes funny. Sorry? What?
I just laughed.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if you were laughing at a comment or not. I'm like,
No.
did I miss something? I didn't think I was that funny. It's okay. Oh, but yes, there's lots of drag. Yeah, sorry. Daisy just said, yeah, that was me the first time, especially the drag race clips, because you corrected it later. I had a few drag race references as well, because why not? Why not? I can't help myself. But yeah, so that's a thing. So if you're a member, feel free to go and check that out. It is a part of the Space Angels Eurovision 2024 playlist. I don't think it got added to the Space Angels only playlist yet, but I will correct that and I will make sure that it is there. Exactly, Kyle. We are people of taste. Mr. Hanky the Christmas poop. We laugh. Exactly, Sir Ice. Johnny said all he could do was laugh when he found out the poop on the bed. It's a coping mechanism, okay? I make no apologies. I almost used that one. Bianca Del Rio going, tell me one thing you do successfully, quickly. If I had to do another cut, with the, is there something wrong with the way I look? Is there something wrong with who I am? I was gonna cut it there and be like, tell me one thing you do successfully, quickly. But yeah, I already had a good amount of drag race in there too. So yeah, it's a good time. Embrace the absurdity. Exactly, Carbonized. Life is too short. And I think that is a perfect segue into our What the What for today, if you guys are ready for that. All right, exactly, Kyle. If we don't laugh, we cry. I cry enough. I laugh when I can get there. Oh, alrighty.
So there are 2 stories today for What the What. They are by the same OP who gave us the stories on Wednesday about entitled or / crazy aunt.
I have rights. I am your mother. You listen to me.
That was literally said in our household a lot over the weekend.
Well, I couldn't stop laughing because there were a few of you that actually left comments that were like, I am your mother. Or like, I woke up this morning and had that stuck in my head and I'm like, me too.
So the first story here, again, same OP, does not have entitled Crazy Aunt in it, but the second one does.
Okay.
And I thought this one was kind of on topic with it being Oscars, and it's about going to the movies and just how our movie experiences, I think, have changed and just and why why did we stop going to the movie theater? And I would rather watch at my own couch.
I have a lot of reasons for that.
This is a story that is one of those reasons.
Sounds good. Sounds good. So the first story is not about Crazy Aunt,
No,
but the second one is.
correct.
Okay, so just so we're clear. So we're going to get to the Crazy Aunt,
Yes.
but before then we have another good story. I have to say, like, for me with watching movies, I have a lot of trouble with, like, big shocker, guys. I have ADHD. I
No.
know. Like, I'll give you guys a minute to just get over the shock of that and,
I never would have guessed.
catch your breath because it's a lot. Or as my lovely friend Matt Bond says, 84K, because there is nothing HD about my brain. We're in super definition at that point because there's so many screens going on. Exactly right. We are 84K, or neurospicy, as I also hear in the Law 2 community. Neurospicy for sure. And I have a lot of trouble sitting for like 2 hours. Like, even when I'm sitting here, like, you guys see me like fidget constantly and like I'm moving my legs around all the time. And I used to actually get a lot of hate for that when I was on Popcorn. But it's just I need to move. I need to fidget. I need to essentially stim, I guess. Like, I'm not capable of staying in one spot for 2 hours and not moving. I can't do it. It's I've been trying for over 30 years and it's not working. Yeah, so for me, movies are uncomfortable, which is a big reason why I'm not comfortable in the theater. But if I'm at home, I can stretch out on my couch, I can get snacks, I can pause it, I can move around, I can do what I need to do. So that's my reasoning for the most part. What about you, producer sister?
I think a lot of that, yeah, of what you said. It's also gotten very expensive and feels overpriced. And I'm still are there's not a lot of movies for me that I'm like, I have to see this
Mhm.
now.
Mhm.
I think we've come a long way in our own homes of recreating a movie theater experience with technology and whatnot
Mhm.
compared to what it was 20, 30 years ago.
Mhm.
And yeah, I just think it really comes down to the quality of the movies that I'm like, no, I'm good to wait.
Yeah, I don't want to pay like $40 to go see a movie I don't even like.
Yeah.
That sucks. Also, Ray, I have to agree with you on this one. Oh no, it wasn't Ray. Sorry, Ray, you have a good comment as well. Maybe these parents had ADHD too. We'll find out. But Samantha saying the snacks are cheaper
Yes.
and limitless. Yes, yes. Also, I hate listening to people eat. That's the thing that I have. I don't like it. It really, really bugs me. So yeah, there's a lot of people eating in the theater, and I have a lot of trouble blocking that out. So yeah. And yes, Project Metal Music, going to movie theater is way too expensive. I would agree. Also, great job on your podcast the other day with Eric, Marcella's brother. It was awesome. I enjoyed it. Okay. Here we go. So let's do the What the What. Let's go. Okay. I've mentioned this in comments before, and a few people have asked me to write it up. The title, in a nutshell, is largely why I almost never go to the theater. It had been getting worse over the years, mostly with people seeming unable to put away their phones, and the fact that while theaters are the same size, they renovated them to cram in more seats. I used to be able to slip past a person seated without touching them. Now there's no leg room, and if you need to get up, everyone has to move into the aisle to let you out. That's fair. That's true.
I think that's another thing too, is I always sit cross-legged.
Yeah.
So me not being able to sit cross-legged for 2 or 3 hours,
Like,
brutal.
both producer sister and I have secret lab chairs.
Yeah.
And a big reason that we got secret lab chairs is because we can sit cross-legged in them. And we both do this regularly.
Yeah.
Like, while we work. It is a constant normal thing. And it's just way more comfortable for us.
I used to get that like when I was in the office, when
Yeah.
I worked in an office and I didn't work from home. Like, is that professional? I'm like, I don't know, but it's comfortable.
Do you want me to give you professional results? I have to be comfortable. Okay? I'm sorry. This is just, that's it. That's it. Okay. It's not like the old days where you had to wait a year or more for a video to be released, or for a movie to be released on video, and then hope you could rent it. Buying them was $100 or more a pop in the old days. It's true. It's absolutely wild. I actually looked at the first Disney tapes that were released for home video and like the inflation part of it.
Oh, the vault.
Oh my gosh, it was like if you wanted Pinocchio, it was like $150, something crazy like that.
Stupid vault.
And parents were like, yeah, I'm going to do it because I know my kid's going to watch it over and over and over again, and then they'll leave me alone. And I'm like, I don't think I would ever do that. Sorry. Like, I guess I look at it now, like how much it costs for gaming systems, and like how much more you get for your money on that front. Like,
well, if you take the cost of the system, divide by the number of hours, your cost for entertainment per hour is a lot less.
Oh yeah, I had to explain that once to someone who was older than me. That was not a fun conversation. I'm like, I spend $50 on a video game that gives me 200 hours worth of entertainment. You spend $20 on a VHS that gives you an hour and a half. We are not the same. Just don't tell me I'm throwing my money away. I'm sorry, because I'm not. Yeah. Now I wait a couple months or buy or stream the movie on the big screen television for less than the cost of the snacks. Truth. I don't have to shell out $8 for soda and $12 for popcorn. Mostly, I don't have to deal with the entitled people. Oh my gosh, that hits different. That hits different. Mostly parents who seem to think that because they have kids, they're right. Because they have kids, their right to enjoy the movie as they and their crotch goblins see fit is more important than everyone else. It ruins the experience for everyone else, but they don't really care. Heaven forbid it be a single mother. They tend to be the queen of entitled. I mean, I haven't seen that as my experience, but I worked at a movie theater for a while. Yeah, some people got some entitlement stuff. It's an issue. There were a couple of events that put me into the just wait till it's on video mindset. This was the first. I wanted to see the remake of the Texas Chainsaw Mass Unaliving. I'm going to say it once, and from now on when we mention it, I'm going to say Texas Chainsaw. I skipped opening weekend because I know better. I went to the late showing on a Monday night. The movie started at about 11:45 p.m. You want to avoid most people at the theater, go that late. It's usually safe. Or go early in the day, one or the other. I went to the late showing on a Monday night. Oh, no, I read that. Go that late. It's usually safe. You have a handful of adults, in this case, mainly students at the local college and other adults that just don't want to deal with kids. Fair. I had gone to the dollar store and bought a pack of Butterfinger minis. The theater didn't have Butterfinger, and all of their candy bars, regular size, were $5 each. And they were in the inside pocket of my denim jacket, so I could smuggle a turkey in those pockets. Those are the best jackets. Best jackets. Tonight, though, I bought a medium soda and a medium popcorn. Refills are free, but I didn't want to have to get up. The soda and popcorn cost me $15. I could have gone with the large for $5 more, but it was just me, not a small army. I didn't think I needed a gallon of soda and a bushel basket of popcorn. I remember the cost because I did the math later. The other use of my jacket was to keep me from freezing to death. Even in the summer, the theater is ice cold. It's true. They can be freezing. Absolutely freezing. As expected, there were a lot of empty seats, so I chose one about 6 rows from the back in the middle. Great spot. They had already dimmed the lights and were running previews when I got in. I let my eyes adjust. I found a spot and settled in to watch. A group comes in after me. I hear a strange sound behind me, the voice of children. Nah, it couldn't be. It's almost midnight on a school night. And this is, well, a horribly violent and red stuff, liquid red stuff, rated R movie. Nope. No one would do that. Yes, they would. Yes, they would. I will say one of my favorite stories of watching a movie in the world was I went to go see Borat on opening weekend. And this older couple that looked like they had just left like their night church service. Like the tweed jacket type thing, walks in, sits down in the front. And I remember just looking at them going like, do they know what they're here for? Like, you know what I mean? Like, do they know what's coming? And I don't think they made it a half hour. And you could tell, like, they were just like, like, you could audibly hear them being like, this is disgusting. And then they finally just left. And I was like, I don't know what you thought was going to happen. Oh, gosh. No one except an entitled mom. It also wasn't a kid. It was 4 kids. 4 children. The oldest was maybe 10. The youngest was about 3. to see a movie called The Texas Chainsaw Mass Unaliving. It wasn't like the title was ambiguous or anything. There is going to be a massive unaliving that's going to involve chainsaws. It's right there in the title. She plops her butt down in the seat 2 seats from my right, in the row directly behind me, and I turn my head just enough around to get a glimpse of her and the kids. She had 2 kids on either side of her, one directly behind me. Oh, joy. The kids are all in their night clothes and each had a large tub of popcorn, a large soda, and a candy bar. That is $25 in snacks for each kid. She had the same for herself. Tickets at that time for all seats were $2. Only discounts were for senior citizens. Their tickets were $1. This woman had just spent $135 to take her small children to go see the Texas Chainsaw at 11:45 p.m. in their jammies.
On a school night.
Wow. Whatever. Free country and all that. A lot more college students came in as the previews continued, nearly filling in the theater. This was a surprise, but I figured they were just trying to avoid kids the way that I was. The people behind me continued to speak in a normal tone of voice that I figured would drop when the movie started. The kid behind me, the 10-year-old, was kicking my seat repeatedly. Of course he was. His legs were long enough to reach the back of my seat and push, but not long enough to reach the floor. So that was what he was doing. He was arguing with his brother about something, and they kept shoving each other. The mother made one of the kids switch seats because they were bugging her. The argument, however, continued. Oh my gosh. So he's just gonna say, Sophie just said maybe it was one of the kids' birthday and he or she asked for it. Maybe she said no many times and just gave in. Yeah, but I mean, you're there in the middle of the night with it sounds like some of these kids are probably 5 watching this movie. It's not really appropriate at all. And kids can't, brains aren't developed, man. They can't, a lot of kids can't tell that it's this is pretend,
You're going to be dealing with nightmares for a
Oh
long
my
time.
gosh, just constantly.
3 is too young.
Oh gosh, Kyle just said I have to duck out and get the kiddo from school. Ironically, I'm already getting heated from this scenario. Thank you for being here, Kyle, and I hope that you have a good time getting your kid. And yeah, this will be here for you. We'll have timestamps when you watch it on the replay, so no worries on that one. There we go. All right, let's keep going. As the movie started, it started raining popcorn. The boys were throwing popcorn at each other. The mother didn't like this, so she told the kid to go sit with his brother. She didn't want the popcorn on her. They kept throwing it at each other and me. Oh, that's nice. I'm trying to watch the movie and my seat is still being kicked. The boys are now full on wrestling behind me and the other 2 kids are loudly complaining about the cold. Their mother ignores them. They get bored and start to run around. They were running up and down the aisles, bumping into people demanding popcorn and sips of their soda. Oh my gosh. Oh. When they were refused, they went to their mother to complain. She screams out, "Y'all need to quit being so selfish and let my kids have a sip?" Nearly deafening me in the process. Your kid is not entitled to my cola. Mm-mm. No. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Oh my gosh. I don't know if I could keep my composure after that. I would be very upset. Their sodas, in case you were wondering, had been spilled/poured on the floor. I know this because at one point I moved my feet and sloshed a puddle on the floor. No. Their brothers had thrown their popcorn at each other as well. Basically, $100 in snacks just dumped on the floor. They ate the candy. Oh, great. So they got the sugar.
Mm-hmm.
After a good 20 minutes of this crap, someone went out to tell the owner. Yep, small town. She was always there. I didn't know this. What I do know is that the 10-year-old at this point shouted at his mother and siblings who were talking nonstop at full volume, "Be quiet. I can't hear the movie." And before I could stop myself, my mouth opened and the words come out, "Yeah, it would be nice if you all shut up. And while you're at it, would you please quit kicking my seat?" Yes. The woman lost her ish. So this is the mother, entitled mother.
Yes.
"How dare you tell me and my children to shut up? We have every right to make noise." Me, I have every right to hear the movie I paid to watch. Entitled mother, "My kids and I deserve to have a night out. I'm a single mom and you have no idea how hard that is. You probably don't even have kids." Okay,
Not her problem.
that's not her problem. 2, I'm sorry for her situation, but at the same time, you have now orchestrated a situation in which you know it's going to cause conflict. What universe did you think that this was going to go smoothly? You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you, and why you think your children are entitled to having other people's food and drink
Yeah.
is just beyond that. We are not responsible for raising your kids. Like, we're not. We're not. I'm sorry. We're not. Sorry. So, OP. Nope, I've raised a couple though. I never took them to violent movies on a school night. Entitled mother, I have a right to a life. OP, that's nice. Could you shut up now so we could hear the movie? Entitled mother, no, I will not. But she just wanted everybody to stop talking.
Yeah. This is not an
So
unreasonable
everybody else
request.
needs to stop talking except her.
Yes.
That's what I'm hearing. Because she's a single mom.
Yep.
That's her reasoning. Okay. I feel like there's probably a few single moms who are hearing this right now and are screaming at this woman of being like, ugh, why?
Also, you spent $100 on their snacks. Why don't you not buy $100 worth in snacks and pay a babysitter?
That is a fantastic idea. Fantastic idea. Okay, owner to entitled mom. You need to come with me. Entitled mom. I want this rude girl thrown out. She's harassing me and my children. Random dude. This woman and her kids haven't shut up since the movie started. They've thrown popcorn all over the place and there is a river of soda on the floor. Thank you, random dude. Owner casts her light over the floor and tells them they have to go. The kids troop out without issue. The mother follows, screaming and cussing the whole time about rude teenagers. I was over 30. But then I didn't have 4 kids to age me. Oh, that's some fighting words. As the movie lets out, the concessions girl is standing there offering a free ticket to everyone to see the movie again. That's always so annoying too. I always felt so bad at the movies when we had to do that because I'd be like, I hate that the management has to pay because people are stupid. Like I remember I was at a movie at one point and we were getting towards like, you know, the high point of action in the film towards the end, and this guy gets a phone call and he picks up the phone call in the movie and then he just starts screaming into the phone and people started yelling at him and was like, dude, shut up, take your phone and go out of the theater, what are you doing? And he just kept yelling and was screaming like, it's only $20 a ticket in here, like, gosh, you guys are that mad, I'll give you all $20, shut up, it's not that much money. And we all just looked at him like, okay, that's strange. And then the management had to give everybody free tickets. And I was like, no, you should have made that dude pay for it. He said he would. Anyway, sorry. Sidetracked. Coming back. As the movie lets out, the concession girl is standing there offering a free ticket to everyone to see the movie again. I didn't see anyone take one. The entitled mother was still there arguing with the owner and demanding a full refund on the snacks. No, your kids threw them on the floor. It's one thing if there's like an accident. Right?
I've seen them do that, like when someone legitimately has an accident, they spilled something or whatnot.
It sucks.
It's a more of a common courtesy type thing, and goodness knows the profit margins they make on those.
Yeah, and I mean, especially with like the soda and the popcorn, like the candies are different. They don't make the same amount of profit as you think they would. But yeah, no. Oh. She was threatening to call the police if she didn't get it. Then she saw me. She followed me out of the theater to the sidewalk. Entitled Mom, you stupid bee, you owe me $150 for snacks. Nope. Entitled Mom, I was thrown into the theater because of you. You have to pay me. No. Entitled Mother, I'm going to call the police. I heard a voice in the crowd yell out, no need, they're already here. Yay! I turn around and standing there is my stepnephew and his dad and a couple of other local cops. His dad was the police chief. Huge horror movie fans. My stepnephew was 19 at the time. Chief, no, she doesn't owe you any money, but I'm curious as to why you thought it was appropriate to take your kids to that movie. What is your name? Entitled Mother, I don't have to tell you my name. Chief, actually, as you are currently disturbing the peace, you do. Name? Entitled Mom gives her name. Chief, you get those kids home and have a good night. Entitled Mom, what about my money? Chief, you were thrown out for disturbing others in the movie. You are entitled to nothing. Oh, entitled Mom. But I'm a single mom, just trying to have some fun. Okay, that's not the problem. That's not the issue. Ugh. Chief, that's on you. Good night. He and my stepnephew walked me to my car, discussing the movie and how it was different than the original. He and the other two cops that were there were getting ready to step in when the mother left the theater with the owner. They were off duty and figured she would leave quietly. The next day, he dropped a note to Child Protective Services to keep an eye on those kids. As far as I know, nothing ever came of it. I saw the woman about a week later in the grocery store parking lot trying to sell a gift card for gas money. I guess maybe she should have spent her money on gas instead of popcorn for her kids to throw. This was the first time this happened. It started becoming a regular thing. Parents taking their kids to the movies that parents wanted to see just to let the kids run loose as if they were at home. That is true, and it does bother me. I'm not going to lie. It does. Because I think I think a lot of us, when we were kids, maybe saw something on TV that scared us, and it affected us in different ways. I've heard many different stories. And sometimes those things are accidental. Like, the parents don't know there's something coming in the film that could scare them. And it's hard. You can't know everything that your kid's going to see, right? Like you can't censor everything. I know parents who have tried. It doesn't work, right? But knowingly taking your kid into a film that there's literally a panel of people who review films to tell you whether or not they are appropriate for kids or not, and you decide that you are taking your kid into a movie that you know is inappropriate because of your own basically selfishness, and you're going to expose them to that. That's like that's a different level. Sorry, I have opinions about that.
And she's right when she says, like, it's right there in the title
Yeah,
what you're going to see.
yeah.
This is not a shock to anyone.
Well, it's like, but I mean, the thing is, like, there were people, I remember when the South Park movie came out, that they
Yeah.
had to have, like, signs up saying that, like, yes, this is an animated movie, but it's not for children. And I'm like,
Was it the same with Team America?
yes.
Like, come on, guys. You see, from the creators of South Park. Not for kids.
This isn't Sunday school, guys. Like, it's just so stupid. Ugh. It's gotten so bad that many theaters don't allow children in R-rated movies at all, or they have an age restriction on anything but kids movies. This happens to me often, even at late movies that I invested in a home theater system just to watch them at home. It's much nicer that way, and I even bought a Regal Theater popcorn maker. Ooh, that sounds cool. I want a popcorn maker. That sounds awesome. All right, well that's it. I mean, I think that's fair. I'm glad that she got a free ticket out of it, or I don't know if she even took it.
I don't think she
It
took
doesn't
it.
sound like she did, but yeah, it's frustrating. It's frustrating. Oh gosh, sorry, Sarai, I just read your comment. I don't know if I can put that up on the screen without upsetting censors, but I'm so sorry that was your experience. That's very sad. I'm very sorry.
You are not the only person, not for that reason,
No.
but I also have a friend who is afraid of clowns. And I kid you not, we were all like, there must have been 15 or 20 of us went to the movies to see
Yeah.
Harry Potter.
Very different situation, but
Very, very different
clowns.
situation. But clowns. I kid you not. He was at the end of the row. And was it Azkaban?
I think it might have been Azkaban.
That a clown
It's
shows
like the
up
Jack in the Box
Yeah.
clown. Yeah.
of what they're afraid of. And literally our entire aisle, you just saw every head turn in like unison to see his reaction to this clown. And oh my gosh, poor guy is just, you're not prepared for that.
Didn't he like scream?
A little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. And he was like late teens.
Oh yeah, we were in high school.
Yeah. Like, yeah. Yeah. No. There's certain things. There's certain things. Yeah. Alrighty. Are we ready for Crazy Entitled Ant? Are we? I am. I'm very ready for Crazy Entitled Ant. Alrighty. Let's go. This happened almost 40 years ago. I'm posting this. It is a thanks for reading the other stories. This one is more funny and entitled rather than infuriating and entitled. So for those of you that missed the last episode on Wednesday, which I will recommend that you check out if you want to, the What the What section, we read a Reddit story about this woman's very entitled aunt who was a absolute nightmare. Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. So this is a continuation kind of the adventures of this aunt.
So this happened prior.
Okay, so prior to the crazy that we heard about on Wednesday?
Yes.
Sounds good. My immediate family was, for the most part, perfectly normal and boring. We were not prone to outbursts and tantrums. I was very calm and quiet. Everyone got along. We were pretty happy with our boredom. I tell you so that you understand that I had absolutely no experience at all with people prone to screaming fits. You should also know that I suffer from a case of terminally morbid curiosity. I also don't give an ish. Never did. Never saw the fun in it. What?
I missed that one.
No, it's fine. You're fine. This happened when we were visiting for great auntie's funeral. I was 12. Crazy aunt insisted that we all go out to dinner at her favorite Italian restaurant. It was just the best. She said so, and she was never wrong. The gimmick here was that a little flag of Italy was on the table. When you wanted more dinner rolls, you raised the flag. This is important. Flag up, you get rolls. Flag down, no rolls. Remember that. Okay. Are we good? Are we know what we're doing now? Okay.
If you want bread, put up the flag.
Oh gosh, is this gonna be garlic bread? Garlic bread. The 6 of us are seated. They take our drink order and bring the bread basket. The cast has a new member. PU for poor, long-suffering uncle, who will one day be made a saint for being married to Crazy Aunt for over 20 years. Some of you commented in my first post that he was an enabler. He wasn't. He was a victim as well. He couldn't leave without leaving Emily, his daughter. Okay. I was just seeing the garlic bread emojis, you guys. It started with the drink order. Crazy Aunt, we'll have 5 sweet teas. Dad, I'll have a Coke. Mom, I'll have a Coke. Me, tea, no sugar. This is a mortal sin in the South. Crazy Aunt, don't be silly. You'll all have sweet teas without sugar. You can't all have sweet teas without sugar. Or you can't have sweet tea without sugar. Okay, so she doesn't.
She
Okay.
doesn't agree.
She doesn't agree. Me, I don't like the sugar. Crazy Aunt, that's stupid. Bring her the sweet tea. I'd like to have sweet tea, but hold the sugar. You can't do that. I have diabetes. Like, come on, man. Waitress winked at me. Yes, ma'am. The uncle. I think I'd like a Coke as well. Emily, I'd like a Coke. Crazy Aunt, we drink Pepsi, not Coke. We are having sweet tea. Oh my gosh. What? Oh gosh. The waitress brought us our requested drinks. Crazy Aunt was growing agitated. Crazy Aunt likes to control everything and everyone, so she told us what to order for dinner. I'm not going to get into an ethical debate here, but I refuse to eat veal. Okay, that's your preference, that's fine. She demanded we all have the veal. I refused. Part of the fun of going to a restaurant is that you get to pick what you get to eat.
Mm-hmm. And you don't have to have the same thing as everyone else.
That's kind of the vibe, right? I can't. I refused. I knew this would set her off, but oh well, I'm not eating veal. My parents, after I had explained to them years earlier why I would not eat veal, refused to eat it as well. Did I mention I get my I don't give an ish quality from my parents? Well, they didn't give an ish either. They were perfectly capable of ordering whatever the heck they wanted. Yes, because you're at a restaurant. That's what people do.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like that's a thing. So they did. I had lasagna. It was good. My mom's was even better. Once we ordered what we wanted, the emboldened uncle and he stepped out of line and ordered something as well. Crazy Aunt was not having it. Oh my goodness. So the uncle like saw his like moment of freedom
Yep.
to eat what he wanted.
Other people were standing up to her.
Oh,
So he's
poor
going
guy.
to too.
Crazy Aunt, you are getting the veal. Uncle, no, I feel like something else tonight. Crazy Aunt, the veal is the best. I still want something else. You won't like it. I'm sure I will. You don't know what you're talking about. I know what I like. Well, you can't have it. Yes, I can. I said no. Why am I getting ready for her to be like, I am your wifey. You listen to me. Stop all that mansplaining. No one's listening. Oh gosh. Well, I'm ordering it. Crazy Aunt, you always get the veal. Because it's your favorite and you make me. I don't even like Italian food. Yes, you do. It's your favorite. I want the lasagna. Crazy Aunt says to Uncle, order what I tell you to order. Oh my gosh, you controlling piece of... Oh, no. No, lasagna. Emily, I'll have a lasagna too. Good for you, Emily. Good for you. No, you can't have that. You're allergic. Emily, no, I'm not. Crazy Aunt, I am your mother. I know what you can and can't eat. Bring her the veal. Gosh. I can't believe she said it again. This is her song. The whole time this is going on, I'm looking from one to the other like watching a tennis match. Back and forth, with the pitch of her voice getting more and more shrill with each sentence. I was fairly certain that when we left, bats would have been summoned just watching them eating a dinner roll. The food arrives and everyone got what they wanted, even Emily, much to the fury of Crazy Aunt. Then it happens. Uncle raises the flag. Let the man eat bread! What is with these entitled moms and being like emotionally upset over bread being served? Garlic bread? Uncle puts it back up. Crazy Aunt puts it back down. Up and down, up and down. I see the bread guy hovering over the edge of the table, waiting. Flag goes up and he rushes to drop off the new basket before it can go back down. Good for you. Crazy Aunt grabs the basket and throws it at the kid who delivered it. To save time in typing, every time Crazy Aunt speaks, the flag goes down. The rest of the time, it goes up. Crazy Aunt, you don't need any more bread. Uncle, but I want more. So we're down.
Use the pirate flag behind you.
Oh gosh. Should we use Corey's flag? Are you guys okay with that? You guys let me know. Is it okay if I use Corey's flag? Okay. So, it starts down. You don't need any more bread! but I want more. I said no! I'm an adult. I can have more bread if I want. No, you can't! I'm getting more shrill with each time she's talking like the instructions were. Thank you for those of you saying Corey would approve. I agree. I think he would. So, no, you can't. Why? Just why? Tell me why I can't have more bread. Because I said so. You aren't listening to me. You won't listen to me. I'm hungry and I want more bread. You wouldn't be if you had ordered the meal. Yes, I would. I always am, but you never let me have more bread. Tonight I get more. Let the man have carbs. Okay, so it sits down. No. Oh, no. Me. I want some more bread, too. No, you've had enough. No, I really think I want more. Well, you are wrong. You seem upset. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm good. I'm okay. Okay. Keep going. Oh, that's because people aren't listening to me. Yes, we are. We just don't care. We want more bread. Dad, to me, while I'm trying not to laugh about how absurd this is, you aren't helping me. I think you want more bread too. Can I put the flag down now?
Yeah. This has been interpretive reading with Kim.
Yes, and in honor of Corey Balls, here we go. We'll just keep going. All right. Sorry, that was funny. Sorry, Jules. Jules just came in. I'm late. I have to listen at 2 speed to catch up. Ugh, I'm sorry about that. I'm trying to give you authentic entertainment here, everyone. Okay? I listen to direction. Hire me for voice acting. At this point, the whole place is watching our table and battle over the flag. I'm pretty sure there were people taking bets to see who would win. In the middle of the confusion, a nice lady sitting at another table nearest to Emily tapped her and slipped their fresh bread basket to her. Emily took a roll and then slipped it to me. I took one and slipped it to my father. And then it went to my mother, who, after taking a roll for herself, slipped one onto Uncle's plate. Crazy Aunt saw it and grabbed for it. Uncle was faster. He shoved the whole thing in his mouth at once. It was a big roll. I want to see this as like an animated short, like so badly. Oh my gosh, it's funny. Oh, this is great. Oh, okay. The waitress approached the table to see if we needed anything. Xanax was unfortunately not on the menu. Crazy Aunt demanded she bring the check. Me, I want dessert. Chocolate cake. Do I need the flag again? No, I'm not doing the flag again. I'm good. Oh my gosh. I want chocolate cake. And poor uncle. Sounds great. I'll have some. Emily, me too. Dad, I'll have apple pie. Mom, I'll have cheesecake. Bring cheesecake for Crazy Aunt. She loves cheesecake. Crazy Aunt, no. We are not having dessert. We are getting the check and leaving. No. That was higher than I was expecting. Sorry. Dad, no, we aren't. Crazy Aunt, well, I'm leaving. You can all walk home. Dad, I drove. It's our car. Well, she doesn't really respect the ownership of vehicles. We learned this in the last episode. Crazy Aunt, I know. Give me the keys. Dad, nope. You have to give me the keys. I live here. You are just visiting. What? What?
Her logic does not make sense.
You live in the restaurant?
No, the state. Keep going.
Oh my gosh, is this her? Oh no, we're back to this now? Oh my gosh. Dad, yes, I'm visiting with my family in our car. Crazy Aunt, it's my state. You don't own the state, ma'am.
You are not customs.
It's also a free country. I'm pretty sure there's probably a part of the Constitution that says that people are allowed to have garlic bread whenever they so choose. And if not, it needs to be an amendment.
We're gonna add it.
We're gonna add
amendment.
This is the part I feel like in a very divided America we could all agree on. This could be the unifying voting issue.
Garlic bread.
The right to garlic bread. Dad, I don't care. It's my car and you can't have it. You're a terrible driver anyway. I believe that. Crazy Aunt. No, I'm not. Dad, you drive the wrong way on the freeway. This woman shouldn't be driving. Crazy Aunt. No, I don't. It's the other cars that are going the wrong way. Oh my gosh, the delusion. The Delulu, stop. Oh.
I think Pearl Jan nailed it on the head.
Oh gosh. Okay, I'm getting it. She is the governor of the Delulu state. Delulu is not the Salulu in this situation. Sorry, you guys. I'm just seeing you guys talking about garlic bread. My state! Oh. Free the garlic bread. Yeah, okay. So, Dad, you get lost in your own neighborhood, Crazy Aunt. Not always. Enough. Enough. Dad, you are not driving my car. Crazy Aunt. Yes, I am. Dad. No, you're not. Oh, so sorry. I thought this was between the uncle and Crazy Aunt. No, so this is between OP's dad
and his sister-in-law.
So his sister-in-law wanted to take his car.
Yes.
No, absolutely not. That, ladies and gentlemen, continued while we ate dessert, paid the check my father was buying, and as we walked, her dad was paying the whole time.
Yep.
It wasn't even Crazy Aunt footing the bill.
No.
Oh, gosh. As we walked to the car and for the entire trip back to their house, my father drove. We dropped them off and went back to our hotel room. Dad, has your sister always been this crazy? Mom, no, it started when she was about 3. Dad, what happened? Mom, she started speaking in complete sentences. Oh, that I need to commit that to memory. That's good. That is good. Oh, has she always been like this? No, just started when she started speaking complete sentences. Oh, that's amazing. Oh, Dad says, and I think that is the end.
That's the end
of the story. Wow. There we go, everyone. There we go. Can I get some love in the chat for producer sister? You know, whether it be heart emojis or bread emojis, it's up to you guys, whatever you feel like doing. It's oh, I love that. She started speaking in complete sentences. That's too funny. That is too funny.
Yeah, I read that one. I thought it was pretty good.
Ridiculous. That is just absolutely ridiculous. I cannot. Oh.
How do you get that entitled? Especially the whole like you need her permission to visit her state. You don't even need the government's permission to move between states.
Yeah, no.
It's not like there's a custom agent at the border.
Yeah.
You just keep driving. There's a lovely little sign that says, "Welcome to wherever." And then a welcome center.
And none of them say that this state belongs to Crazy Aunt.
No, nor do you need to get like your passport stamped by her in order to enter. Come on.
Oh my gosh, this is ridiculous. This is so ridiculous. I do want to say quickly a quick thank you to Denise. I'm not going to read your message. I've read your message. Much love to you. And thank you very much for the tip. I so appreciate it, and I will be thinking about you. Alrighty. Also, just saw we have a 12-month come through here for Alias. Thank you so much for 12 months. That is incredible. We are now in our ending discussion, so we're going to be winding down the stream shortly. So if there's anything you want to share, anything you want to say in the chat, anything you want to send my way, any of that type of stuff, this is your last call. This is your chance. And we will go from there. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Sarah B, welcome to wherever. Welcome.
Enjoy. Say,
Oh my goodness.
I've driven through a good amount of the U.S.
Yes. I mean, in all fairness, we have not seen every welcome sign. We can't
I have
say
not.
for certain that all of them do not say, you know, that none of them make a reference to Crazy Aunt. We cannot confirm that completely.
But I've driven through most of the states on the East Coast, top to bottom.
Yeah. Yeah.
And through at least part of central
Yeah.
U.S.
I mean, you guys can let me know. If any of you know that your state has that, please inform us.
Yeah.
We will correct our statement.
And
But I want proof.
The only time I had to go through a customs agent was at the border between Canada and the U.S. That's it.
Yeah, it's true. General Scott, thank you so much for the one-up super sticker. Chomp chomp. I so appreciate it. And I will go ahead and take the bait on this one. Crazy Aunt couldn't pay for dinner because she had, are we ready, choir? Are we ready?
Insufficient funds. You ain't got no money. Ooh.
Ooh. Jennifer Hudson will always have a home here, 100%. Daisy Girl, thank you so much for the gifted membership. Does that bring us to 14?
It does.
All right, we are in Team Even. We're in Team Even. Thank you guys so much. Thank you to all of the people who donated today. Thank you for all the new members and welcome all new members. And I hope you guys enjoy the Eurovision episode. It was a lot of fun and frustrating at times to get out, but I think so worth it. It's kind of one of those things that as I got more and more angry, I got more and more unhinged. And that, humor is my coping mechanism, right? So it's on full display. Oh my goodness. Well, you guys, I think we are going to wrap everything up. I was gonna bring Lacey over, but she's like asleep. I'm gonna say her name a couple of times. Lacey. Oh, are you
She's awake.
stretching? Hi, honey.
Hi.
Do you want to say hello to everybody before we go? Okay. Ooh. Yes, there she is. Everybody say hi, Lacey. Hi, Lacey. She loves watching the chat. She really does. She just like. You all right, Bear? Okay, kind of felt like you had the hiccups there for a second, but I think you're okay. Alrighty. Oh, everybody's saying hello. Everyone loves Bear. Everyone loves Lacey. Aw. And thank you so much, King Bog, for the gifted membership. Are we on now?
15.
We're at 15. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm gonna put you down. Good girl, Lacey. Yep, flopped right back down. Yep, comfy bed. She's happy. Oh, thank you very much, everybody. All right, we're gonna wind down now. I'm gonna play the outro. Please consider leaving a comment on your way out. Just when the stream ends, the ending video is going to play for like 10 seconds, if that. And then you can reload the page and leave a comment. And then that tells YouTube that this video is getting interaction as more than a live stream, but also as a standalone video, which helps me out a lot in the algorithm, which promotes to new people. So it's really important for the community to grow that happens. So that is something you can do for me that is massive, and I so appreciate it.
I say, let us know what you think the worst dress was for the Oscars.
Oh,
and
yeah.
if you have any bad movie theater experiences.
Yes, love to hear that. And also thank you so much, Lulu's mom, who gifted a membership. It's very kind of you. Thank you. And thank you, Ray, who gifted a membership. So I think we're still Team Odd.
We are still Team Odd.
We are still Team Odd. Thank you very much. Team Odd is winning. I love how invested you guys get in this. Project Team Odd. Yes. You guys are too funny. Alrighty. Well, I'm going to roll the outro. Thank you guys so much. And I will see you all hopefully Wednesday. I do have one other thing to mention to you guys. I have been asked by my friends, Andy and Steph, to guest host potentially this week on Popcorn Planet because Andy is away. This would be the first time I'm like actually guest hosting anywhere. So I'm very nervous, but I will share with you guys which day it ends up being. And if it happens or if it doesn't, I'm pretty sure it's going to happen, but we will go from there. And depending on how my body holds up, 3 streams for me in a week is difficult, but I'm going to do my absolute best because I want to be able to do all of it. So I am aiming to see you guys Wednesday. If there is another stream where I will be present, I will let you guys know, and I would appreciate it if you would come out and support me in that endeavor because it would really mean the world to me. And I know a lot of you guys are fans of the channel regardless, but yeah, I would appreciate it. So much love to all of you guys. Pray for me. And I will see you all very soon. Much love and have a good day. Bye, guys.